Welcome back to the Hearthstone Budget series. We have a Budget Rogue for you today. This is a really good deck. It's a Tempo Rogue. It's very cheap. The only epic cards in there are the Vilespine Slayers, and they are worth it. The other ones are all rares and commons, and I think even some basic cards. So very cheap for beginners. But this deck is really strong in the beginning. So if you're just starting out, you want to climb the ranks, make some gold, make some dust, and eventually start getting better decks, this is one of the ones we definitely do recommend, along with the other classes that we've done before. The idea of this one is to tempo all your stuff really quickly and attack the face, win early. Tempo means that you're going to take control of the board and that you're going to hit a lot of stuff in the face. There's a lot of weapon and pirate synergy in this one because that's easily and cheaply doable in Rogue. Of course, with the hero also attacking a lot. And then we're going to show off today that this deck, for just a little bit of dust, I think under 2000 dust, can win on legend rank and get you there as well. So let's hop right into a game.
Well, first of all, I guess we should talk about the upgrade options.
Yes, let's do that.
Which I suppose is mainly Edwin Van Cleef.
Edwin Van Cleef, if you have him, is very strong in this one. That is correct. You can restructure this a little bit into a combo style. That would also include Spirit of the Shark. In this case, we're going to leave it out because some of the cards aren't that supportive of it, so the pirate synergy is the main thing we're looking for here. No South Sea Captains, but they would also be possible to run if you have them.
Yes.
So let's get right into the game then. Alright,
okay.
Alright, mirror.
I'm thinking odd.
I'm thinking either odd or also tempo. Also Kingsbane is possible.
I mean,
I'm very thinking Kingsbane. Firefly, very
odd
good keep.
Is kind of a tempo deck.
Yes.
Except that it's also odd. I think...
You keep Backstab.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're fighting for board control. I think we're keeping Backstab. Firefly is a very good one-drop, one of the best in the game. Basically always a keep, as is the deckhand in this case. It's not odd? That's a good thing to know. So
I think if it's Kingsbane, we have a decent chance. If we can storm him down fast. If it's tempo, it's basically even.
We have a mirror. We probably have an exact mirror, except for his deck might just be the non-budgety version. Do you want to backstab the guy?
I mean, we can trade up next turn anyways, right?
Okay. It's not really trading up. They're both 1 mana.
Well, yeah, but the idea is to have the most attack on the board, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Also, our 1-drop had a side effect that his didn't. And he did the trade himself.
Yeah, let's actually just weapon and stay, I think.
Not at face?
No, that's not at face. We have a mirror, so we're playing mainly board control. We're not focusing on the face damage right off the bat.
Yeah, that's true. Because also, he probably does have the higher burst potential.
Yes,
so,
with Edwin, maybe Spirit of the Shark is what I'm expecting. Henchman Thug, of course.
Maybe even Leroy.
Maybe even Leroy. I think South Sea Deckhand Evis is the play.
Yes, that is what I thought as well, because we really need to get rid of that Thug before it grows.
Deckhand goes face, and I think we stay. We could drop Sharkfin Fan plus Bloodsail next turn. It's 3 pirates that have a weapon synergy.
Yes.
Don't hate it. We have still have a backstab in case he drops something. That's okay. And in those matchups, it's often the first guy to draw.
Thug.
What a Thug? Okay, Thug and Flame Elemental then.
Theoretically, we could coin out the Sharkfin to have even more stuff, but that seems
let's go with this.
A bit extreme.
Yeah. In this, what I was going to say, in this matchup, it's always, or oftentimes, the first person to draw the buff, like in this case it was presumably Fungal Master, and get it down, who actually wins the game. Very prevalent in Odd Paladin mirrors as well.
Yeah, although in this case, I think once you have a decent control of the board, there's not that much like AoE removal in here.
Yes, exactly.
You might, if anything, run 1 Fan of Knives or something, but that's about it.
But that is how you get that, right? Because you'll typically always be somewhat equal with the minions you're playing with the board presence. Once you can buff your guys up, trade them all in, and keep surviving, that's when you typically get the decisive advantage. So, Fungalmancer would probably be the best draw next turn.
That's also why an unanswered Thug can be really good, or just Sharkfin Fan being out for a few turns to go wide.
I think he's going to make the same play, so he's going to eviscerate that. No, he's going to Vilespine it. So now he has the initiative again. Which means we need to find an answer to that. There is SI7, so I think backstab SI7 Sharkfin, huh?
Yes.
Because we gotta swing right back onto the board, so that's the play that we're making. Shark fin, and I think this time we also hit face.
Yeah, of course, because we want to get that 1/1 pirate.
Force him to deal with the fan, or with generating more tokens, basically. Karakazam on the board, I like it.
Yes, I was just thinking something very similar. It's like, I like how it aligns.
Yeah.
It's like 3, 2, 1.
No defiles.
That would be bad.
That would be really bad. We don't exactly have a lot of power on hand, so Fungalmancer again would be the best draw. Don't hate Elven Minstrel. Probably Eviscerate or Coach. Oh, okay. He's comboing it with himself. But that tells me he doesn't exactly have the best stuff either.
Yeah, and he does that to take out the SI7, which I think might be a questionable choice.
I think that's correct. Because now we got the good trades on board and we would have to... Okay, now we can run 2 pirates and we can weapon up. Play both of our pirates first of all. And then go deckhand and weapon into the SI7. That's alright.
See, because if he had taken out the shark fin, he wouldn't have needed to hit it with his face, and he would have also still effectively taken out 3/3 in stats.
Yeah, that's right. But essentially now on the board he was better, so I would have made that decision as well. Because he had the weapon, so that 1 damage doesn't really go anywhere else. That's not a thug. Okay, Chain Gangs. Chain Gangs is an interesting addition to that deck. I can see that.
I mean, it does protect the thug really well right now,
Yes.
so that, yeah.
Okay, Fungalmancer coming up. That's a big one. Fungalmancer is a big one. I think we need to take out everything.
Do I just place it right there?
Place to the right.
There?
Yeah, because that way, small pirate can take out the gang member, Sharkfin plus weapon can, and then the Bloodsail still survives the thug. So that's the play.
Attack first before you take our Sharkfin?
Attack with the weapon first, get that free pirate. Yep, and weapon up. I think Shadow Stepping the Fungalmancer is sometimes a play.
I was about to say, we might do that next turn, like attack with it, then Shadow Step it, then attack with everything else.
Exactly.
And we are ahead in health and board, and our hands are looking pretty equal right now.
Yeah, now we can, of course, he knows that too. We are ahead on the board, so it's going pretty well. He only has to drop a Fungalmancer by himself. Poverty. That is... I think we played this really well so far. Thug is very strong. Take out the Fungalmancer. New weapon, even though we still have a charge. We can afford to.
Always, if you're having a 1/1 weapon,
you got extra
always
mana.
Re-equip with your extra mana.
Yeah. Now we do have Coin and Shadow Step on hand, which is nothing. But we have the board, and that might be
the one situation
there we go.
Where you might not want to re-equip the dagger is if you're expecting your opponent to Harrison Jones.
I'm not expecting my opponent to Harrison Jones there.
Not in this matchup. Just in general.
Yeah, that's
but that's like extra level plays.
That's way out there. We're not even thinking about that.
That's not necessarily beginners.
But
situation.
we did beat the same deck essentially, Mirror. Even though I think his was, I'm assuming that his wasn't a budget version.
So yeah,
probably had an Edwin.
What we learned from this is A, this can win at Legend.
Yeah.
B, this is played at Legend.
Yep.
And C,
if you're playing better than your opponent, you can beat the better version of the deck. And that goes for every deck that we showed off, by the way. I think we did the same thing with the Warlock, or a similar thing. I think we beat double Keleseth and the Temple Rogue with the budget Zulok.
Yeah.
Which was also very, very impressive. So, goes to show you can do everything either you want to do with this, can get to Legend, and you can win at Legend with this deck. So go try it out, see if it's a deck that fits your style well. Of course, you have to experiment with that, and if it does, then continue playing it and improving it. And if not, then maybe go check out the other videos that we've made in the entire budget series. We already did every class except for Warrior, which is going to be the last one.
Yeah, coming up next.
That's coming up next. So the other ones you can find on our channel. There's probably a link in an info box somewhere in the video or in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Go check those out and give us some feedback as well. We'd appreciate that a lot if you just told us really quickly how this deck worked out for you, if you liked the video. And drop a thumbs up as well. Maybe subscribe even to TrashcanTV. We're doing this a lot. We're doing a lot of Hearthstone content, and if you want to keep learning, then you're at the right place. So thank you for watching this video, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.